Good evening. Thanks for being here. We begin tonight in Nanaimo, where a mother has gone on trial in BC Supreme Court facing charges of impaired and dangerous driving. The charges were laid in a crash in 2008 that killed her two sons. Clare Bekkers was navigating an icy stretch of the island highway in Cassidy. She lost control of her SUV and swerved into oncoming traffic. The crash triggered a 7-vehicle pileup, and when it was over, Cooper Bekkers and his big brother Lukas were dead. CTV News reporter Louise Hartland has the story.
Clare Bekkers leaves the Nanaimo courthouse with her father by her side. She is accused of impaired and dangerous driving in the 2008 crash that killed her two sons and injured her two daughters.
She's lost two children. I mean, it's just a horrific event for anybody, much less a mother who's lost her own children, and people are alleging that she's responsible.
9-year-old Lukas and 2.5-year-old Cooper died when Bekkers lost control of the family's SUV on an icy stretch of highway in Cassidy, just a few kilometers away from their Cinnabar Valley home.
I think the issues in the case will primarily concern her manner of driving and what may or may not have been in her bloodstream at the time.
Toxicology results suggest alcohol and trace amounts of cocaine were in Bekkers' system at the time of the accident.
We expect to call our own toxicology expert plus our own accident reconstruction expert. She did not drive dangerously. She was not impaired. The defense case is that this was just an event that happened because of a combination of unfortunate circumstances.
Those include dangerous road conditions, black ice on the notorious Cassidy corners, a stretch of Highway 1 south of Nanaimo known for accidents. Carol Daniels, seen here in the black skirt, was Bekkers' best friend at the time. She testified that Bekkers spent the night before the crash at her home in Victoria, while the children stayed at their grandmother's house. She says they consumed a 26-ounce bottle of rum. She also testified that Bekkers told her she used cocaine before coming over. The next morning, the two woke up to a major snowfall. Daniel says she urged Bekkers to stay another night, but Clare wanted to get home to her husband and said she was okay to drive.
One of the defense arguments is, look, if you're a close friend, a family member, and you see your friend of 20 years, your best friend, driving away, you don't help her dig her car out. You don't help her drive if you really think that she's impaired.
That night, Daniels heard about the crash and rushed to the hospital to be with her friend. She testified that Bekkers remembered little about the crash, but admitted to having a sip of beer on the drive home when she stopped to get the kids some food at McDonald's. The prosecution expects to wrap up its case by Friday. The defense says it will then ask for a continuance to proceed with its case at a later date. Louise Hartland, CTV News.